walkthrough of the Tools for Wisdom Planner. It is a 2021 predated planner. It has 18 months, so if you were to buy this right now before the end of the year, you would be able to start using it. It has October through December of next year. This planner is a hardcover spiral bound. It's large. It is about 11 inches by 9.5 inches across, but it does weigh a little more than 2 pounds. I actually weighed it on my scale. There are a lot of different options for the cover art. I picked a forest path, but they have, I think, probably in the range of 10 to 20 other options that you can buy, and I did find this on Amazon. The months inside are tabbed. We'll go through that shortly. And the back pocket, there is a back pocket and a black bookmark in this planner. So I'm going to get into the planner. This planner actually has some interesting structure as far as helping you set goals if that's something that you're really wanting to do. And at first I was a little confused, but when I really sat down to kind of see, hey, what are they doing here? I'm going to share my thoughts on how this structure would be helpful to people who are wanting to set goals for 2021. So the first page, you'll see there's a column for where am I now, where do I want to be, and how do I get there. And then on the other side of the page, you have two columns about personal goals and ideas, and they give you sections to brainstorm what are my top priority goals for this year, what meaningful goals will help improve my life this year, and what other goals do I plan to accomplish this year. When I first took a look at this, I thought, oh, this is the place where you would put your goals, and then that's basically where the only place where you would have your goals, and you would just then use that for the rest of the year as a reference. However, based on what I'm seeing in future pages here, which I'll get to in a second, this is really a first draft. So what they're asking you to do is go through this exercise, identify where you are now, where you want to be, and how are you going to get there? What are the things you need to do? And then based on this exercise, start writing what are the top priorities, what are the things that will be most meaningful, what are the other goals? And look at this as a draft that you're going to now pull into the next section. The next section is areas of focus. And I was even thinking, you might even want to do this, areas of focus, before you do this page. If I were using this planner, I would probably do this page here where I'm like, where am I now? Where do I want to be? I would probably then go through and use this page to kind of brainstorm areas of focus. Because this is asking you to get into a lot of detail. It's asking you to go into depth on how you feel and what you think about all of these different areas of your life. They have an overall section which gets into values, your priorities, what challenges you have, habits you need to improve. They're addressing innovation, health and body, health, mind and soul, family and loved ones, growth, career and business, and finance. So there's a lot of detail here. You know, you might find there's areas where it's like, I'm not even going to, write about that because I don't care so much. But if I were doing this planner and I were working with this planner, I would do this section first, this section next, and then I would draft out my goals for the year. Because what's going to happen next is they're giving you 4 pages, dual pages, to work on 4 different goals. So you have a goal mind map and notes, and then you have a page for what goal am I trying to accomplish and why is it important. You're writing the goal up here in a summary, and then what are the main objectives to complete that goal. And so they're giving you an opportunity to break that down into essential tasks, and they're also giving you an opportunity to write due dates for that. And you will have 4 sets of pages for this. So my thought is, because when I'm writing in a planner, I don't know about anybody else, but I don't like to mess up. So what I would do is get your head together really good over here in these pages as drafty, and look at that as drafty. Look at this page as maybe drafty. But then when you're getting here, this is where you are, okay, this is where I want things to look nice. This is where I've achieved clarity, and I'm gonna write out these goals here. That's just me, but maybe I'm a control freak, so there is that. Moving on, they offer you a 2020 year at a glance. Because there are, as you can see, October, November, and December. There's also a notes page here. There's a 2021 year at a glance. And then we're gonna move into the months. And what's really nice about this planner is that they also give you space to write notes and ideas for the next month on the tab for that month. And jump to January so you can see it. Notice this is a flaw here in the printing. I actually am seeing marks on several of the different tabbed areas. This was sealed when I got it, so I'm not exactly sure why that has happened. But there are a few that have that on there back here too. So you'll see this planner allows you to have notes and end of month reflections for each month before, and then it gives you space to write ideas, a space for whatever you want really for the next month. They're offering us a calendar view. There's lots of writing space. There's space on the side for goals and ideas. There's also space down at the bottom for notes and ideas. And actually, when I design my own planners by hand, I love using this, having these open spaces to use for whatever I want, like documenting what podcasts I'm listening to, what books I'm reading, you know, things like that. Moving into January, so this is the setup for every single month. You're going to have a monthly priorities master list. They give you 2 columns, one for personal, one for work. What are the top priority items? And again, I would be mapping these back to the goals that you had identified earlier in the year. They're asking you to identify what are the things that are high value, so very important, but maybe not so urgent from a time perspective. And then they give you notes in other priorities section here that you can use however you would like. Then we're going to take the essential goals here. You're going to write your biggest goal, why it's important, and what are the steps. And then they're giving you more space for more goals. I felt like this was a little redundant, so it's probably up to the user to decide how best you want to use this. Maybe there's something that I'm not seeing. But you know, maybe what they're really asking is, hey, here's priority like task list, and then here's more goals. So maybe priorities would be more dentist appointments, sporting events, fun things, and then maybe they're asking us here to do more things related to the goals that you identified at the front. I don't know. I'd be curious what other people think. But it's definitely a lot of space to get the things done and get everything out that you need to. They also have notes here for the new year in January, more notes here. And then we're going to move into weekly views for each month. They have timing from 5 a.m. to about, looks like 10 or 11 p.m. And I think the color coding means it's p.m., which I think that's very nice. They also have boxes at the bottom for prioritizing activities for each day. Here they give you enough for 3 tasks. Secondary tasks are here, and you also have little check boxes if you like to check things off. They're offering another section for notes and gratitude thoughts. On this side, they're offering a section for goals, which I'm not sure, maybe that's if you need to pivot and you need to add something to the next week, and so on. So then we'll look at February. There's your end of month reflections for January, your ideas for the next month, and then you again have the calendar view, and then you move into this priority master list. I would again see this more as tasks in your life. And then they're having you identify the essential goals. And then we go into the weekly view again. moving to the back of this planner, through December, they have a bill payment calendar set up here. I feel like this is kind of an add-in after the fact. When I'm planning my bills and doing my budgeting, I use a lot more detail. However, I was thinking this might be a really great place to document things that pop up on an annual basis. For example, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you know, that comes one time a year. It might also be a great place to document the one time a year BMV or driver's license or license plate renewals, things like that are a little more high level. Maybe it would also be a good place to document, you know, reoccurring dentist appointments for annual or biannual cleanings, that sort of thing. Then they have a page for essential contacts if you want to have that in writing. Looks like you can get a free gift if you go to they offer 77 printable planning tools. That's pretty exciting. And then there are 2 pages of stickers here at the end. So if you are somebody who does not mind having a big, thick, heavy planner that you're going to keep in your desk or your office, if you are somebody who really wants some structure around goal setting and lots of writing space, this is definitely a great option. If you are someone who's looking for something to throw in your purse, if you need something simple, this is not going to be the thing for you. This is not going to be the planner for you. So this concludes my review or my walkthrough of this Tools for Wisdom planner. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments. Thanks so much.